Hello and welcome back to Classic Times. Today I'll be going through stage 18 of the Cambridge Latin course, and I'll be recapping the subject of gender of nouns. Now, before we begin, if I'm brutally honest, this isn't one of the most exciting stages of the CLC, as we'll just be recapping what we've already covered in stage 14. Nevertheless, it's probably good revision, although a little bit boring. That's enough said, let's get on with it. So, just as a recap, nouns in Latin can be masculine, feminine, or neuter, and they have to agree with their adjective in number, case, and gender. For example, rex nuntium fortem salutavit. This means the king greeted the brave messenger. So if we have a look at a couple of examples, notice the subtle difference in between the two forms of the adjective kalidos. So in the first example, Clemens amicos kalidos laudavit. Clemens praised the clever friends. And in the second example, Clemens ancillas Kalidas laudavit. Clemens praised the clever slave girls. Notice how, in both of these sentences, the adjective is in the accusative plural, but in the first sentence, because it describes amicos, which is a masculine noun, it is also masculine, and in the second sentence, Kalidas is in the feminine form, because it agrees with the feminine noun ancillas. So this is a subtle difference, but a key one. Right, now that we've revisited that, let's move on with some more vocabulary. Audire means to dare. Caput, head. Coipi means I began. Cognoscere, to find out. A dea is a goddess. Demonstrare means to show. Discedere, to leave. Fortasse means perhaps. Ibi is there. Libenter, gladly. A manus is a hand. A miles is a soldier. Nam means for. Nemo means nobody. Sorry to break it to you, but finding Nemo in Latin actually means finding nobody. Harsh. Obstare means to obstruct. Pars is part. Petere means to ask for or to beg for. Postea, afterwards. Pro means in front of. Quo means where or where to. Recusare means to refuse. And solio means I am accustomed. Now let's have a look at a few examples. Ubi est coquus novus. Where is the new cook? Tabernarii ignavi per fenestras spectabant. The lazy shopkeepers were watching through the windows. Milites latronem in vela mercatoris Graeci invenerant. The soldiers found the robber in the house of the Greek merchant. Right, now I would like you to have a go to test your understanding. So pause the video and have a go at translating the following sentences. Okay, let's go through the answers. Ubi est templum novum. Where is the new temple? Nuntius Domino crudeli epistulam tradidit. The messenger handed over the letter to the cruel master. Magnae naves ad portum Alexandriae navigabant. The big ships were sailing to the port of Alexandria. So if you got all three right, consider yourself a Latin legend. If you got two right, that's still very good going. Keep it up. If you only got one right, don't worry too much. I'm sure you'll do better next time. If you didn't get any right, you didn't quite cut the mustard on this occasion. But keep going with it. Now let's have a look at a passage from the Cambridge Latin course. Taberna. Postquam ad urbem ad venimus, ego Clementi diu tabernam quaerabam. Tandem barbilus, qui triginta tabernas possidebat. Mihi tabernam optimam obtulit. Haec taberna, prope templum Dei Isidis erat. In hac part urbis via est, in qua omnes tabernarii vitrum vendant. Taberna, quam barbilus mihi offerabat, optimum situm habebat. Barbilus tamen dubitabat. After we arrived at the city, I was searching for a shop for Clemens for a long time. At last, Barbilus, who was possessing 30 shops, offered a very good shop to me. This shop was near the temple of the goddess Isis. In this part of the city is the street on which all shopkeepers sell glass. The shop, which Barbilus was offering to me, was having the best site, or more naturally in English, was in the best place. However, Barbilus was being doubtful. Sunt multi latrones inquit, in illa parte urbis, tabernarii latrones timent, quod pecuniam extorquent, et vim inferent. Latrones libertum meum interfecerent, qui nuper illam tabernam tenebat. Eum in via invenimus mortum, libertus qui senex obstinatus erat, latronibus pecuniam dare nolit. Latrones eum necaverant, tabernamque diri puerent. He said, there are many robbers in that part of the city. The shopkeepers are fearing the robbers, because they extort money and use force. The robbers killed my freedman, who was recently holding the shop. We found him dead in the street. The freedman, who was a stubborn old man, did not want to give money to the robbers. The robbers killed him and ransacked his shop. Clemens vir fortis non senex infirmus est, ego Barbilo respondi, fortuna semper I favet, hunc tabernam Clementi emire wallo, tibi centum aureos offero, placetne. Mihi placet, respondit Barbilus, centum aurei sufficient, Barbilo igitur centum aureos tradidi. Clemens is a brave man. He is not a weak old man, I replied to Barbilus. Fortune always favours him. I want to buy this shop for Clemens. I offer 100 gold coins to you. Does that please you? It pleases me, replied Barbilus. 100 gold coins is enough. And so I handed over 100 gold coins to Barbilus. So that's quite a nice, resolute and sensible ending. Not a massive killing to end things off, but rather sensible deal. A bit like a successful end to Dragon's Den, but only in antiquity, of course. So we've now covered stage 18 of the Cambridge Latin course. So let's summarise. So essentially, we've already covered this particular topic in stage 14, but we recapped genders. So adjectival agreement. Adjectives need to agree with their noun in number, so either singular or plural, case, be that nominative, accusative, genitive or dative, and gender. And genders can be masculine, feminine, or neuter. So join me in my next video where I'll be explaining stage 19 of the Cambridge Latin course.